Good morning, everyone. I also welcome you. Thank you so very much. And I do know that we have a few first-time guests with us this morning, so let's please welcome them. Maybe you could raise your hand so everybody could kind of see where you are. Yes, yes, wow, wonderful. So wonderful to have you here. And also thank you to those of you that are at home that have invited us into your homes this morning. So grateful for us for including us in your day. Thank you very much. For those of you who have maybe only recently met me or don't know me at all, my name is Dusty Ripplemeyer. I am the spiritual director of this amazing community. We are part of a larger organization called Centers for Spiritual Living, which also falls under an even larger umbrella called New Thought. And New Thought includes Christian Science, Divine Science, and Unity, and of course, Centers for Spiritual Living. So we believe that there is this one God, and that God is within us and surrounding us. It is benevolent, it is eternal, it is everywhere at all times, and we are within it. We are a light within it. And we can partake of all of its wonderful, amazing qualities, and that includes creativity, the ability to create. Our words have power, and we can create the experiences and can and do create the experiences of our lives. And our task then is to be able to do that consciously. And so we come here and we support each other on our spiritual paths and mostly just love each other up and clearly eat and have a lot of fun. So thank you very much for being here. Now we'll do...
The reading today is from the Bhagavad Gita. It says, "Neither sun nor moon nor fire illuminate it, that supreme domain of mine. On reaching it, they do not return. A particle of myself as the eternal individual soul in the order of souls pulls on the senses and the mind that are part of the master who takes on a body and again escapes it. He is the one who oversees the workings of hearing, sight, touch, taste, smell, and thought, and thus savors objects. Whether he departs or remains in the body, the deluded do not perceive him. Only those with the eyesight of knowledge do."
Hello. How are you? Lovely. I've known my wife for a number of years. She wasn't always my wife. It took some work, took some begging, some pleading, some reassuring. But when I first met her before she was my wife, she described me in one term. Now you may be thinking, that term was probably handsome. Maybe that term was debonair. Maybe that term was groovy, was foxy. Maybe that term was intelligent, purposeful. That term could have been a lot of things, but the term she used for me was obnoxious. So as soon as she said that, I ran home and looked it up. And it said attention seeking. We'll do anything to get people to look at you, no matter what it takes. And I was like, fair enough. Luckily, I've changed since then. And now she calls me, well, the same thing. But she loves me. I've wanted to be called different things. You know, identity type things. I've wanted to be called intelligent. I've wanted to be called mystical. I've wanted to be called centered. But above all, I've wanted to be called cool. You know, I want to be cool, like Karen. I want to do the and have you go And because I want to be cool, I've decided to adopt a phrase from the youth, from the kids today. Because they're cool. The kids are cool with their tight jeans and their groovy ways. So from now on, I'm going to say, it is what it is. Because that's cool, that's groovy, that's jazzy. It is what it is, man. Something just happened. It is what it is. You know? Someone bumps into me. Oh, it is what it is. Life hands me a bill that I can't pay. It is what it is. It's groovy. And also it has a layer of simple acceptance. Oh. It has a layer of simple acceptance. I accept that there's a mountain there and not the title of the talk. Simple acceptance. It has mind/dusty power. It is what it is. It is what it is. Has a layer of simple acceptance. It asks me to accept what is. It says, hey, man, woman, person, it is what it is. In fact, that phrase is so groovy, I found that phrase or its similar translation in Arabic. The word is malesh. Loosely translated, malesh means it is what it is. So you're walking down the street, New York City, New York, and you bump into someone and you say, malesh. It means I'm sorry. It means it is what it is. It means I recognize that I bumped into you. I accept my responsibility. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Malesh. If I'm the one who got bumped into and he or she says I'm sorry, I could say, malesh. It is what it is. I accept that you bumped into me. I accept we're in this New York place, these busy streets. It's all good. Malesh. It is what it is. If I'm consoling someone who's hurt, who's going through something, who's grieving, who's in pain, I can say, malesh, it is what it is. You will make it through this because it is what it is, and you will make it. You'll get to the other side of this. Malesh, it is what it is. I love that saying because I think that saying is trying to teach me something. Because as a human being, I don't live an is what it is type world. I don't live in a malesh type reality. I don't think it is what it is very much, although I say it trying to be cool. No, I don't think it is what it is. I think it could be what it could be. I think it should be what it should be. I think it could be what it should be, and it should be what it could be. I don't look around me and accept what's going on. I don't accept malesh, it is what it is. No, I say this could be something different. This could be what it should be. It should be what it could be. Our life should be something different. It should be better. It should be different. I am a creator. And I think that's where that idea comes from, planted deep, right? Everyone look, stand and look at Jim. Right in the back of the head. There's some part of us that knows we have creative power. There's a part of us that knows when we think, when we speak, when we act, we create. And therefore, we don't have to live an is what it is type world. We can live in a should be type world. We can create the world we want to live in, and we can live in a could be. We can live in a should be. We have creative power. We are weaving the web of reality. You see it? And every thought, every word, every deed creates a part of that web. Jim so eloquently read from the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita means song of God. Krishna The incarnation of God in the Bhagavad Gita is speaking to Arjuna, instructing him on how to live a beautiful life. And he describes existence as a web of threads. And every time you act, every time you think, every time you speak, every time you move something, every single action has a thread, and that thread has a quality. You are quite, not literally, that's what the kids say. You are literally doing this. Actually, you're metaphorically doing this. You are metaphorically spinning the web of existence. Thought web, action web, word web. You are spinning the web and contributing to your reality. Your actions have power. Your thoughts, your words have power. And the way that Krishna describes it in the Bhagavad Gita, the Song of God, he says every web is made up of these threads, and each thread has one of three qualities. No matter what. No matter what the thought is, no matter what the word is, no matter what the action is, every single thread has one of three qualities that describe how it's creating and what it's creating and where it's coming from. He calls those the three gunas. Gunas means threads or qualities. So when you create, all your actions will have one of those three qualities. The first one, thread number one, guna numero uno. Mixing all kinds of languages. Sanskrit and Spanish. Guna numero uno. Quality one. Our actions can have the quality of tamas. Tamas. T-A-M-A-S. Maybe say it with me. Tamas. When our actions have the quality of tamas, they have the quality of ignorance. When you act and have no idea that your thoughts, words, and deeds create, when you have no idea that you actually affect other people, if I affect other people, when you have no idea that you are contributing to your reality, you are caught in the web of tamas. You are creating in ignorance. We see those folks all the time. In fact, so much of our world is drug downward. In fact, Krishna actually says each of these gunas has a direction. Each thread goes in a direction. The guna of tamas pulls creation downward because of ignorance. We see it all the time. Those who act in a way that they have no idea what they're creating. They have no idea that they affect other people. I work at a restaurant. Ooh. I meet those folks all the time. Excuse me. My water is halfway full, and it's been half full for 3 minutes. Can I get some service here? I've been standing at the door for 37 seconds, and no one's talked to me. I'm out of here. Having no idea that their actions actually affect the human beings around them. Having no idea that every thought, every word, every deed is helping to create a reality that they're existing within, completely ignorant, lost in the cloud of tamas, just lost, just acting, speaking, thinking, acting, and having no idea what's going on. So much of our world is affected and drugged downward by the guna of tamas, just ignorance. The second of the gunas, the second quality of what we create, is my favorite word to say. Rajas. R-A-J-A-S. Say it with me. Rajas. No, you got to say it like this. Rajas. Do you feel it? When you create with the intention, when you create with the quality of rajas, you are creating to get. These threads have the quality of desire. And this, Krishna says, keeps creation going. Status quo, status quo. It uses the machine to collect me, mine. Well, life is crap. I might as well get what I can get while the getting's good. You're just full of ego. Well, everyone is. Fine then. I'm going to go get mine. See ya. I'm going to go get mine. There's a wonderful movie. It's a spiritual movie from the 80s. It's a cartoon called The Secret of NIMH. NIMH is the National Institute of Mental Health. And in The Secret of NIMH, they have these rats. So this institute has collected all these rats, and they're giving them injections, trying to experiment, see, what did this do? What did this do? What did this do? Now people are, I wonder what this will do. I wonder what this will do. But these rats become intelligent, and they break out of the institute, and they create a whole colony in this rose bush. And then, as things go on, the story progresses. But at the end, there's this epic battle between the bad rat, Jenner, and the good rat, Justin. And they are fighting with the swords that are probably this big compared to us, but they're fighting with these swords. And finally, Jenner has Justin, the bad rat, the good rat. Jenner has Justin on the ground. And he says, I have learned one thing. Take what you can while you can. And Justin says, then you have learned nothing. Take what you can while you can. How many folks outside are living according to their desires? Me. What can I get out of this? Why do I love? I love to get loved. Why do I speak? So you'll look at me. Go ahead, give it to me. Laugh at me, love me. Bathe me with your presence. Desire. Rashos. Keeps creation going. The mundane, the status quo. Or you can act in a way that lifts creation up. And these actions, these ideas, these words, these moves, these deeds have the guna, or the quality of sattva. And this is when you act without self-interest. This is when you know that your actions have creative power. You know that what you do affects everything. You know that you are spinning the web of your reality, so therefore you're going to spin the best darn reality you can for everyone. This is when I act to create the most good. This is when I act to create the best world for all of us. And we have met all these people in our lives that work tirelessly to make this world a better place. Because their intention is the should be. The intention is the could be. This life could be so good for all of us. This life should be so good for all of us. So they wake up in the morning and they think, what can I do today? What can I think? What can I speak? What can I do today to make life good? As they're walking thinking, how can I make your life better? How can I make your life better? When they act, they're acting to make that better. And when they go to bed at night, they think, what did I do today to make life better? Tirelessly acting in a way that makes everything good. Tamas, ignorance. Rajas, desire. Sattva, wisdom. You create what you are, what you give your attention to. And each thread that you weave with will have that quality, and therefore that's what the web is going to feel like and look like to you. But what about Master J? Y'all know Master J. Jesus of Nazareth. He said, call me Master J, and I said, it's cool. What about Buddha? I talk about these saints a lot, Jesus and Buddha especially, because we have so many records of the way they acted. We have so many records of what they did, what they thought, and how they performed their lives. And the beautiful thing about it is, they're not different than you. So often Jesus is portrayed as this, God on a mountain saying, but no, Jesus was just a man, just a human being who made a decision. Buddha, the enlightened one, the awakened one, was just a person who made a decision. So Jesus, Buddha, Saint Teresa, Saint Francis, Lao-Tzu, what do you think they were focused on? What do you think their intention was? What do you think they saw when they looked? What quality? Tamas, Rajas, Sattva. The answer may surprise you. D. None of the above. Jesus and Buddha didn't live a life of should-bes or could-bes. Jesus and Buddha just let go and were. There's this wonderful passage in the Gospels, I forget which one, it may be in multiple, where Jesus approaches a woman at a well, a Samaritan prostitute. Do you think he went there to uplift her, to enlighten her, to make her day better? Or do you think he went there because he was compelled to? And just was, hi, I'm Jesus, how are you? When Buddha sat in front of the Sangha and lifted a flower and one monk became enlightened and that was the beginning of Zen, do you think that was his intention? I'm lifting this flower so you'll be like, what? I could come here today, and my goal, my intention, my should be, my could be to lift you up. I could say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to make you better people. I'm going to make you happy. I'm going to make you happy. I'm going to make you happy. That could be my intention. I could see you as you could be. Oh, there you are. There you are. There you are. You could be. You could be. You should be. You should be. But guess what I've missed as I'm walking? Guess what I've missed? I've missed what you are. I haven't seen you as you are because I'm too busy thinking about how you should be. I've missed the moment because I'm too busy thinking about how it should be. Oh, life should be like this. That's my idea. Life should be like this, and I'm going to work tirelessly to get it. But I'm missing the beauty of the here and now. My man Krishna, in the Bhagavad Gita, toward the end, says, Arjuna, the man he's talking to, you can weave the web of creation with tamas. You can weave it with rajas. You can weave it with sattva, but you will be bound by it. Those ropes, those threads will create the prison that you live within. You bind yourself by your should-bes. You bind yourself by your could-bes, even if they are of the highest potential. As long as you're focused on the way life should be, as long as you're focused on the way life could be, you will never exist in the here and now, which is where God is. Master J and Buddha were not focused on could-bes and should-bes. They were focused on God and peace and love and joy, and therefore they created that. I was watching the spider the other night weave this huge web. It was huge and beautiful. You know how a spider weaves? The web comes from the spider. Do you think the spider is trying to make the web beautiful? Oh, if I just do this, they're going to love this. Oh, they're going to love. Oh, look, it's Annie on the porch. Better get my Act together. Do. The beauty of the spider's web comes from the spider's nature. It's not trying to create something beautiful. It is something beautiful, just like you. Krishna said, focus on me and you will end up with me. Jesus said, drink from this cup and you will be as I am. We sang a song earlier. Walking and talking with my mind on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind. What do you think that song's about? I walk and I talk with my mind on spirit. Period. I'm focused completely on God, on spirit, on it is what it is. And then the threads I create do not have a quality of tamas, do not have a quality of rajas. They don't even have a quality of sattva. They're just light. They're just light. They're just light. I grew up in the Baptist church. And at the end of every sermon, they would do an altar call. That altar call went something like this. If you were moved by something that was said, if you were moved by the words and beautiful melodies of Caron, if God has touched you, come here, kneel, and give your life to God. An altar call, an ultimatum, or as my daughter says, an old tomato. I do not want you to come up here and kneel, unless you want. But I do want to do something I don't do very much. I want to ask you something. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want to let go? Are you tired of living? Are you tired of worrying about what your actions are creating? Are you exhausted? Then let go and live in tamas, live in the cloud. No one's going to judge you. God's not going to judge you. God doesn't judge. God just gives love. No one's going to judge you. Let it go and live in the cloud of ignorance. It's fine if you're exhausted. Life is tiring. I'm exhausted. Life is tiring. If you want to get what you want to get while the getting's good, then get it. Go. Get. Go and get it. Get more power. Get more money. There's the machine of culture out there. All you got to do is go and subscribe to it, pay the fee, ride the ride, and you're going to get. You're going to get. Your house will get bigger. Your car will get fancier. Your women and men will multiply. It's all for sale. If you want that, go get it. No one's going to judge you. If you want to make the world a better place, please do. I will thank you, and the world will thank you for it, and you will make the world a better place. If you want to focus on creating the should-bes, if you want to focus on your idea of what is good, if you want to hold on to that, do that. You're going to make the world a better place, I promise, and the whole world will applaud you for it. Yay, good job. But I promise you, you will not find peace. Did I tell you that some people work tirelessly to make the world a better place? What do you think they feel like at the end of the day? Tired. Because they're focused on a should-be that they'll never attain. An idea of what is good. Revolutionaries don't create peace. Revolutionaries create revolutions. And sometimes that's needed. Sometimes we need a revolution. But revolutionaries don't create peace. They create revolutions because they're not peace. If you want peace, you have to let go of the should-bes. You have to let go of the could-bes and live here and now, where it is what it is. And then life will become that state of peace. Life will become that state of love. Life will become that state of joy, because that's what it is. You create what you are. You create what you are. You spin the web from your being. And Krishna says, if you focus on me, if you walk and talk with your mind on Krishna, if you walk and talk with your mind on Allah, on Tao, on Source, on Spirit, that is what you will become. And then that web will just illuminate from the place that no sun and moon or fire can touch. It's up to you. You're going to get what you want. I guarantee it. And I realize that this is not an easy message. It's not supposed to be. That's why there's like a handful of people who've done it. It is what it is. It's not an easy saying. Mahalesh is not an easy Arabic phrase to embody. But I promise you, it will take you to the other side of this, which is peace, love, and joy. So where do you find it? How do you do it? How do you do it? I don't know. I notice you're all looking at me. Well, you tell me. I mean, where do you find it? Where do you find peace? Where do you find love? Where do you find God? Do you walk in nature? Do you play music? Do you listen to music? Do you read? Do you sit in silence? Do you come here? What do you do? What do you do? Because the more you engage something, the more you become that thing you engage. You focus on ignorance, you become ignorance. You focus on desire, you become desire. You focus on good, you become your idea of good. You focus on God, guess what? You just became God. So I'm giving you permission here and now. I'll write you a note. Okay. Shut up and look for me. Shut up and look for me. You have permission. You have permission to walk in the woods every day. You have permission to play music every day. You have permission to read every day. This is your number one goal. And when you do this, your entire life becomes a reflection of it. It's as easy as that. I want you to pray with me for a minute. I'm walking and talking with my mind set on Spirit. One power, one presence, one thing. I'm just an expression of that thing. I'm just an expression of that. And I want peace. I want love. I want Joe? I wonder where that's going to go. Joy. I want these things. But the only way I can want them is by ceasing to want them. Because I am peace. I am love. I am joy. I am that thing. And that's the thing I become when I stop striving to create a could be or a should be, but I exist here in the what is, in the here and now, in the beauty of the moment. And then everything around me is illumined by that light that shines through me, that light that I'm an expression of. Mahalesh, Mahalesh, Mahalesh. It is what it is. I am what I am. I am you, you are me, and we are one. And that's all that matters. Thank you for listening. Amen. Namaste, and it is what it is. Thank you. Amen.